What makes a good law enforcement boot?
So for Garmont, it's kind of five key elements. First thing is we always start with outsole grip and construction. One of the most important features for the users, whether men and women, is the part of the boot that makes the contact with the ground underneath you. This goes from a lot of different regional differences, different aesthetics for different people, different anatomies, but as well as a different feel underneath your foot. Another point is cushioning and shock absorption. So this is a big one for us, especially for law enforcement where there's a lot of active standing for long periods of time. Cushioning and shock absorption are absolutely crucial for men and women in that line of duty. Typically, long periods of time on concrete, long periods of time on different pieces of the job. So we want to make sure that there's a really either firm or lightweight material that's between their foot and the ground to help with a lot of the comfortability of the boots. Another point is looking at materials. So the upper portions of the boot. Is it going to be a boot that adds structural? Is it going to be a boot that adds protection? Is it going to be a boot that adds everything? We want to really look at the materials that we use for protection for the users. Whether it's abrasion resistance, it could be waterproofing. There are some regions that require waterproofing 365 days a year. There are some regions that don't want waterproofing because it tends to be a little bit warmer in some of the hot days. Our goal as a brand is to really continue to push the envelope with strong materials and smart reinforcements around the boot to ensure that what materials we use are the best that we can offer for that market. Another point, fit and support. So proper fit and support is highly important for those men and women in this line of work. We want to make sure that it's stable. We want to make sure that the boot is comfortable. We want to make sure that there is elements of the boot that try to prevent injury. Boots come in different heights, so there is some that require a 6-inch, some require a 4-inch, and some require an 8-inch. Each portion of the business, each division of different municipalities, different pieces of law enforcement require different things. So we try to come to market with quite a few different options to offer some versatility. And lastly, hardware. There's a lot of different pieces of the day-to-day elements of law enforcement. It can be a small detail like having a closed eyelet on your boot. This prevents any snags, anything keeping your pants in a professional manner so that it's not getting caught when you're in pursuit or during any type of detail. We also look at the way that the quality is on not only eyelets but also zippers, any lacing. We want to really make sure that it stays stable, but it also adds support to the boot as it's constructed.
Why are boots so important to police officers?
So, from our standpoint, I think looking at law enforcement in general, I think you have to really look at what's important for their day to day. Of course, I've spoke before. Our brand is focused on protection and support and stability of the boots. Their feet are part of their tools that they need to use every day. Some of us use a laptop, some of us use computers that are part of our day-to-day and our tools. Their feet are are some of the most important pieces of their day-to-day. So I think the days of getting shoes that are just the lightest in the market or the lightest brand out there are starting to go away due to the fact that it doesn't offer longevity. It actually increases fatigue issues. And what our goal is as a brand is to really look at a boot that not only protects you and offers some protection for both men and women, but it also helps with the fatigue pieces of the business.